The airline has grown in all the 4 pillars of Vision 2025. The 4 pillars are: number 1 is fleet. The first one is the 787 Dreamliner from the Boeing family. The most modern airplane, state of the art, the most efficient airplane. And the second one is the Airbus A350, again, the most modern airplane in the Airbus family. So these are the 21st century aviation technology products. Long haul, wide body, we also have small airplanes like Bombardier T400 and the 737. The diversity of the fleet was unavoidable. The second one is human resource development. So we decided early on to invest in the Aviation Academy. I remember we invested around 100 million US dollars. To make sure that we have the capacity to train pilots, technicians, engineers, cabin crew, sales, marketing, leadership, and so on. Now, we're very happy to see that not only we are self-sufficient, but we have started to train people and export to the rest of the world so that they can get a better quality jobs in the Middle East and Europe. Now we have moved from scarcity to abundance. Also a matter of principle that when the airline grows, employees should grow together. And then the third one was the infrastructure, as I said. Not many airlines invest in infrastructure. Ethiopian Airlines has now decided by entering into hotel and travel and tourism to play its own leading role for our country. Like the hotel where we are in today, Ethiopian Skylight Hotel. This is a hotel, the largest hotel in our country, with 375 rooms and big conference center, which is the first phase only. And as you have seen, the second phase is now coming up, which will have 630 rooms, and combined phase 1 and phase 2 will be more than 1,000 rooms, which will be the largest in the continent. This is also paving the way for the airline to significantly play its role in the tourism development of the country. We want to be the catalyst. So talk about the cargo center hub that is the largest in the continent, and comparable to Schiphol or in Amsterdam or Hong Kong or Changi in Singapore. It is one of the most modern technology cargo center with an annual capacity of 1 million tons, partially for dry cargo, partially for perishable cold chain and pharma. We had to build our own MRO services, the maintenance hangars, the engine, the component sales. Last time you saw the engine test capability that we have built, and today the engine shops are expanded to accommodate the new engines, the new technology engines, Gen X from GE and also XWB from Rolls-Royce. The catering facility, because we have also the largest catering facility in the continent, which can produce about 100,000 meals a day. Right now, before COVID, we have reached about 50,000, so half of its capacity. So we have quite substantial room for growth. And then the simulators, I'm sure you've flown the simulators. We have 7 of them, full flight simulators. Each one cost around $25 million. And the Ace one is now coming this month, end of this month. So we have for the 777, the 787, the A350, the 767, the 737 MAX, and the other one, 2, the Q400. And now the one which is coming at the end of this month will be the second Q400. The other infrastructure that we have worked with the government is the inclusion of the Ethiopian airports. We have 23 airports in Ethiopia, in addition to the hub Bole here, and they're all now within the group. We have built many in the last 10 years. I think we've built about 8 of them. And we are now also building 5 additional. We are also investing in airport expansion. The fourth pillar and the final one is systems. You have the fleet, the human resource, and the infrastructure. And systems is the glue which brings them together. And by systems, we mean policy, procedures, processes, and IT facilities. So in IT facilities, we have invested more than $50 million. Most of our IT are bought from the shelf. For instance, we have maintenance in the MRO system, which is a leading provider of MRO IT system. We have Sabre for passenger services, and we have SAP for ERP, for HR, finance, procurement, and so on. Today, I think 3 years ago, we have declared that the airline is paper-free. So unless, for cultural and historical reasons, people love to have papers, the airline is completely digitalized, both the internal processes and also the external customer interface. Right now, you can travel on Ethiopian with your mobile. You can buy your ticket, book your flight, and check in, and save your boarding pass on your mobile and board the aircraft.